Hello everyone, this is Joel Davis with the United Medical Transportation Providers Group. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. It appears that we have created quite the excitement and enthusiasm and questions to learn more about what I was referencing in one of my previous videos about all the independent operators that work for me. But because the previous video, the topic of conversation wasn't about the specific business that I'm involved in, the broker business, and also for time reasons, I didn't go into detail. So I'm using this opportunity in this video to share and disclose with many of you. Very few of you know that since 2012, I have been operating an exceptionally profitable, exceptionally diverse, very unique broker business that we now operate in 5 states. So I'm going to share some information with you so that maybe some of you interested entrepreneurs in the future maybe we'll be working together on further growing this broker business. I'm not looking to bring people on as independent operators. I'm looking to bring people in the medical transportation on as potential licensees, as colleagues to further grow this opportunity. So to give you a quick crash course on how I got into this broker business, back in 2009 I started working with a medical transportation provider named Dexter. Now for those of you who've been with me for a long time, you'll probably remember a lot of what I'm about to share with you. Dexter started out in the medical transportation industry, and at about that 2.5-year mark he was making around somewhere between $500,000 and $600,000 per year. I don't recall the exact numbers, so it's been a long time, so forgive me for not recalling all the details. What happened to Dexter was out of the blue. One of the independent or assisted living facilities that he was working with contacted him and asked him if he could literally help an elderly couple move, downsize out of their 3-bedroom residence and transition into their independent living facility. So Dexter said yeah. So he and some of his drivers literally rented a truck, and over the course of a weekend, maybe a Saturday and a Sunday or whatever, they literally moved and downsized, transitioned this elderly couple. I remember him telling me how their daughter came in town and helped supervise of what to keep, what to save, whatever. So Dexter did it and did it very well, and the family and the daughter and the facility obviously were very happy, because over a few weeks or months later the facility contacted Dexter and asked him again, and then he did it again, and the opportunity really started to present itself and cultivate, and Dexter contacted the facility and said, listen, if you want to do something like this long term, if you're serious, I'll go out and literally buy a box truck and we'll make this a formalized venue. So that's what he did. And he started to provide service not only to this facility but to others that was really catering to this elderly, the niche market of the elderly population. So Dexter shared this with me, but what really intrigued me, for obvious reasons as I'm about to share with you, is that in 1 year's time, Dexter was basically drawing a salary that was equal to what he did in 2.5 years with the NEMT. When Dexter first started this moving service, this niche moving service towards the elderly population, he was drawing a weekly salary after 2.5 years out of his medical transportation business of $2,000 per week. In 1 year's time, he was doing the same thing with this moving service. Now understand, this medical transportation served as the platform and the launching pad for the opportunity for him to grow that niche business. So understand clearly, I am not neglecting or trying to dismiss the relevance of the medical transportation at all. The reason why Dexter even had the opportunity and was able to grow as fast as he did was because of his success in the medical transportation industry. But getting back to how this relates to me, I really became intrigued with how quickly he was making money and the amount of money he was making with a lot less overhead expenses, because in part, obviously, he was leveraging his medical transportation business. So light bulbs were going off in my head, and I thought to myself, okay, something's here. And if I want to take advantage of this, I need to do it in a completely different way, completely different direction, because I'm going to be the first one to tell you right now, I am not, I never have been, nor will I ever be a mover. I hate moving. I am not a mover, and I congratulate all the men and women who are movers with all those strong backs. God bless them. I am not a mover, nor do I have the desire to become a mover. And even if I did, which I don't, I in no way have the time to do it. I'm simply too involved in the medical transportation industry, among others, and between personal time and personal interest, I do not have the time to do that. I need to think creatively. So what I did was I said to myself, all right, something's here, there's an opportunity, I need to creatively think of a new way. And in so doing, I basically imposed on myself specific parameters. If I want to do this and pursue this in any capacity, there have to be specific parameters in place. Number one, I have to be able to scale the business. I'm at a point in time in my life where if I do anything, I better make serious money. Because if I don't make serious money, I'm not interested. If I was younger, so be it. But now, I want to make serious money. So anything I do has to make real money. So it's got to be scalable. So number one, anything I do has got to be scalable. Number two, can I do it from a distance? Okay, I operate in 5 states right now. Now, I've met a lot of people. I continue to meet a lot of people. I talk to even more people. So I have great relationships with a lot of these facilities that we work with, and our retail partners, our customers and clientele, our independent contractors. So, but again, I'm able to maintain a lot of those relationships from afar. So is it scalable? Can I make a lot of money? Can I operate it from afar? And absolute most important is, can I do it in such a way with no burdensome regulation and overbearing requirements? Now, I know that regulations vary across the country for the medical transportation industry, but as a whole, in my biased opinion, there's too much regulation. So I am done with regulation, especially coming from a highly regulated state like the state of New York. I am done with regulation. Anything I get into, I don't want to deal with all that headache and heartache and regulation. So what I did then, I said, there's a couple more people I need to talk to. So I traveled to meet with this one very experienced provider I know, who I've been working with even longer than Dexter. And so I traveled to meet with him, spent a lengthy period of time, and I did it again. And we met again and had many conversations. And we still work together intimately on this project and others. So basically what we did is we came up with a very strategic plan of implementation to start this business. And what we wanted to do was start by serving the needs a lot of our local retail businesses to do some of their store-to-store deliveries, as well as a lot of the deliveries from stores to residential homes and apartments and business offices. Because you would be absolutely amazed how many people go purchase things, they have no way of getting them home. They don't have a truck, or it's just them. Even if the store has a delivery service, you have to wait weeks, days. That's where we come into play. We really focus on, we give people the 24-hour delivery service opportunity. And we knew that we were going to transition into specifically what we call express moves. We definitely are a delivery service. We are not a moving service. The reason I say that is because a lot of the moving services out there, they will never touch what we call express moves. Those 3, 4, 5-hour jobs that our independent contractors can do 2 of those jobs in a day. So those big traditional moving services, they will never touch this, which leaves a huge, and I do mean huge, underserved, profitable market opportunity for us. And we just kill it. 7 days a week, we just kill it. And this is a 7-day-a-week business, because if retail stores and outlets are open, we're open for business. So we answer the phone 7 days a week. I can assure you, 7 days a week. So you're going to make money every single day with this. So what happened next is we started this business. Over the first 2 years, we literally had to tweak and modify and cross-test in different communities to see what works, how much you could charge here, how much you can't charge here, here's why, here's a service you want to provide, here's a service you can't provide. This is the sweet spot. Everything we did was to find the sweet spot. Just like with Express Moves, we really found the sweet spot where you can make a lot of money, have no regulation, no overhead. It's just pure profit if you structure this business profitably. And let me preface everything. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm only sharing with you 2 of 4 ways that we make money. And the reason why is because if it's one thing I learned from an attorney that I brought on to our leadership team, is that you need to protect yourself. Most of you know me from the $1 Million Medical Transportation Company and founder of the United Medical Transportation Providers Group. A lot of people over all these years that I've been involved in helping, consulting, and coaching people, so many people will go on and they'll try to scam your material or cut and paste, take parts of it out, and try to regurgitate it to make a couple of quick bucks. This is something that I definitely need to protect myself with. That there is too much money in this broker business opportunity and what we're going to continue to share with you, that I definitely need to protect myself on this. So I am not going to reveal all the ways that we make money. And again, we have 4 good, this is after doing a lot of testing, 4 good contractors that we believe, we argue is the sweet spot to make a lot of money with the least amount of headache or burden. Very streamlined business. So as I've been working all this time in the medical transportation industry, many of you will recall from last year when I traveled to Dallas and Seattle and Pittsburgh and Washington and met with a lot of different people as we continue to work to revolutionize the medical transportation industry. Well, I met some phenomenal people. One of them was the attorney I just referenced. This attorney was very skilled in representing and helping people franchise their business or to license their business. So right away, I'm like, this is someone I want to bring on for this project. Because if we're going to look to license this business internationally, nationally, all across the country, this is someone I need on our team. So he's joined our team to really help us with a lot of the structuring and licensing to propel this long term. Another one is very, very exceptionally smart, slick marketer, very skilled in marketing online with Facebook and Google, YouTube, all the major search engines and social media venues. So our plan is this. What we have started to do is put together a plan where I am going to literally teach people this business, and we are going to license this business opportunity. We are going to start with people like you who've been with me for a long time in the medical transportation business. We are going to offer licensee opportunities as a pre-launch opportunity to you. So there will be in the coming months a pre-launch opportunity exclusive to those in the medical transportation industry. Now, once we've exhausted that, those of you who are interested, those of you experienced entrepreneurs who are interested, we want to take advantage of it, we'll consider you as to bring you on as a licensee. But once we have exhausted everybody in the $1 Million Transportation community, then in the coming year, that's when we're really going to kickstart this and launch it nationally and eventually internationally. So again, to quickly recap, not only is there a great opportunity here, but until you become a licensee, I'm actually only going to focus on the delivery and the express moves, because there's 2 other sources of revenue that are exceptionally profitable, that are exceptionally complementary to our delivery and our express moves. But to protect our interests, I obviously am not going to disclose them to people, because there will be people who will think that I could just listen to this and scheme it and scam it and go do my own thing. We have no interest in that. And likewise, we are going to, I'm telling you right now, we're going to be very selective. We need to be selective to bring on the right people, because we want good, quality, competent, capable, disciplined, experienced entrepreneurs that can launch this exceptionally quick. We want you to build an effective network. Notice, we're not trying to get you to come in and be an independent operator. We want you to come in as a licensee and build your own network. So like us, you could duplicate exactly what we're doing, build your own team, your own small army of independent operators, and build a very large network and literally make money at everything you do. And I can assure you, everything we do, as we'll continue to explain in upcoming videos, is exceptionally profitable. So we are going to be very selective. If you're a newbie and you think this is going to be your first venue, we're not going to be able to bring you on as a licensee, so I apologize. So we are looking for experienced entrepreneurs. So thank you very much for taking time to watch this video. I encourage you to stay tuned. You'll be notified via email of upcoming videos, and definitely continue to invest the time into watching and digesting the information, because what I'm going to share with you, honestly, it's absolutely phenomenal. And some of you may be thinking, oh man, this is too good to be true. I am living testament that this is a phenomenal opportunity. The first 2 years of this business, we did a lot of testing and tweaking. And after we got the right formula together so that everything is profitable, what works, what doesn't, what protects us, what gives us opportunity, over the last 3 years, and once we started to bring on regional directors, because we literally have regional directors now that act as liaisons and help us build and grow and cultivate new business. They serve as liaisons between our retail stores, our customers. They help train new independent contractors that come on, and they get a small slice of the pie for every independent contractor who they continue to serve in their area. So that really helped launch our business over the last 3 years. So stay tuned for a lot more information, because there is a lot more to come.